In the previous videos, we went through how to actually create this particular slide, and we also selected a correct answer here. So let's have a look. All we have to do, so now we have our 5 responses have come in. The polling is open at the moment, and this is really important to double check to see where you are at in your class. If the responders are not working, it's often because this polling is not open. So then you need to check your connections on those, or perhaps reset your slides. So if we're happy with we've only have 5 people responding, no problems at all. We just left click and this closes the poll, hopefully, and this closes the poll. There we go, polling's closed, and these are the answers that the students have put in. So 60% of the class said 1, 40% said number 4. And if we click again, it's going to bring up, because we've already selected which answer was correct, it shows us that answer number 3 was a correct answer. You notice that no one has selected answer number 3, but we can see who is having these misconceptions within this particular slide. So if we go up the top, and you notice that we have quite a few options here now. This one here with a data table with a person in front of it. This is a participant monitor. So if you left click on this, it shows you who each of the devices are. And remember, we set this up just as an anonymous, so we didn't actually put in the student names. It was just devices that were pressed. So we can see that number 27 responded. This is how long they took. This is how many points they got from it, 0 because it wasn't correct. This is their overall percentage. And you can see in red all of the participants come up if they've got it incorrect. If someone actually got this question correct, it would come up as green. And so now that we've selected participant 2, which is device ID number 27, here are the questions that they've gone through. And this is their answers here. So this is what has happened here. So this is quite a good way to monitor how each of the individual students went through and what they've got. You see these spaces here mean that this person hasn't responded for these 2 questions, but they got this 3rd question wrong. So obviously you'd be looking at whoever device number 6 is and having a bit of a chat to them to see how they're going with the work. Obviously not right in front of all the students, because that would be quite embarrassing. So you can see that this is a great tool to see how students are traveling within your lesson, and to see if there's any misconceptions, any major misconceptions that you need to address. So for example, if this was an actual question about some content, and this is your result that's happening, and not a single person got that question correct, and a number of people haven't actually responded to that, it's definitely, you know, that there's a major problem there that you immediately need to rectify and address what the correct content is within that. So I would actually, in this situation, I would say, well, the reason why it is not number 1 is because blah, blah, blah. The reason why number 2 is incorrect is because this. And why this is actually correct is because blah, blah, blah. And go through in each way like that. That way the students are actually learning, and it's not just a remembering that, oh, when we get to this question, it's the answer's number 3. But to know it's number 3 because. So super important.